acknowledge our presence on this land. And to that end, I have a land acknowledgement that has been worked on in collaboration with Errol Lowe, the president of Vancouver Mycological Society, which is our partner club in this venture. So without further ado, North American Mycological Association, NAMA, convenes here in beautiful Similkameen Valley, so named for its winding stream, upon lands we celebrate as having first been stewarded, enjoyed, and held sacred by Indigenous people, including the Silk Okanagan Nation, Similkameen, Stolo, Sinkitek, and Interior Salish bands. NAMA, together with our event partner and affiliated club, Vancouver Mycological Society, and our attendees, as well as our wider continental membership spread across Canada, the United States, and Mexico, recognize that our event is only made possible through existing on these sacred Indigenous lands. We humbly express, our ongoing accountability to these original inhabitants and their proud descendants, along with deep gratitude for the privilege to experience the manifold wonders of this incomparable place. And now I have the honor of introducing Eliza Terbasket of the Silk Okanagan Nation to provide an actual Indigenous welcome to this event. So let's give a hand for Eliza Terbasket.
My Indigenous name, which is Good Heart Woman. I was given that in ceremony many years ago. I've also done sun dances in the Sioux country, Montana, and did Wiki ceremonies in which I was named Good Heart Woman, and when I say it that way, it's Chante Washte Wee. But it's a lot easier than saying it in my language. So, I was invited here last year, and I really enjoyed the energy. People coming together for a good thing and exciting. But I said, I'm not brave enough to go out to these mountains here. You know there's Sasquatches. So I had a story from my dad, and ever since then, I love driving through these mountains. When we drive through the mountains, we sing. We sing our songs, we pray, because you're so high up. You're closer to God, you're closer to your relatives, closer to our ancestors, and we love being in the mountains. It's part of who we are, too. And sadly, it's changing, as we are all changing. But this group doesn't seem to change. When you get groups like this, you're in the mountains and you're exploring and finding mushrooms, really? I just started eating mushrooms a few years ago. I never grew up on mushrooms, but I bet you my ancestors did. So much of our lives have changed with colonization, with being who we are as Indian people. These lands, as much as we fight for them and our right to practice our ceremonies and our language and our culture, it's very difficult. I always advocate whenever I can to say, if you have a powerful politician somewhere, and I'll say BC or Canada, encourage them to say, we need to know more about the original inhabitants of this land. We need to know who they are. We need to know how they lived, and what they ate, and what they did. As I was sharing earlier with my table, there's very few books written by us as Indigenous people. And how much of that is work by the written language that was given to us that these are the Similkameen people, and this is how they dress, this is what they do, this is what they eat, this is how they act, this is how they behave. From their interpretation, it wasn't from ours, definitely. So, I'm a grandmother, grandmother yet. My fingers crossed. And I have 15 grandchildren. And many more that call me grandma. I'm a sun dancer. I'm an elder. I pour water for sweat lodges. Like I said, I advocate for mission and I advocate for our people whenever I can, and as loud as I can. And I'm a Blue Jays fan. We're going to do something this year. Yeah, I get mad at Snyder. I say few choice words every time I'm watching the game. And the kids, they know Grandma's watching the ball game. They know. Anyway, this grandma is very happy to be here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. Enjoy these beautiful lands of ours. As you acknowledged, there are so many overlaps in all of the territories. That's one thing to understand. On the west side, we have Stoll that comes up and tries to claim Okanagan. And the Okanagan step over this way and try to claim Stoll. And that's not counting all the other there are 7 nations within the interior region plateau. There's Similkameen, the Shuswap, the Okanagan, who else? I'll say Thompson, go over the rivers too. The Thompson, the Okanagan, the Shuswap, the Kootenai, and the Stockdale people. So, with that, I want to honor them and honor each and every one of you. This song was brought to me in a dream. It's a prayer song. I hope you hear it out the mountains tomorrow. And when you do, think of me. And if you remember some of the words, say them. And those words will come back to me.